This ain't the room.
Golly. Y'all see that?
Oh my God, wait a minute.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Man, I don't even know where to begin. This week has been kind of crazy in terms of content. So my camera was being a little flaky earlier this week, and I had reset all the settings and started updating some things and changing some things in my camera so that I could record better, so I can give you guys better quality, better footage quality, that is. So I did something, so I changed the format, the recording format, and half my footage this week isn't able to transfer over to my phone. But also, like, I don't have the tools necessary or the equipment necessary to transfer the files, so that footage is kind of scrapped. But I recorded some of it from my phone to show Marcellus, but outside of that, I won't be doing that on this video just because it doesn't look good. But for the most part, I will show you what I do have. So this week has been not quite interesting in my opinion. I say that, but I also squatted 639 for a triple. So let's get into, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up like my workout for the week, because again, I don't know what I have footage of, and I don't know what you guys are gonna see, but once I piece it all together, you'll see it as this video goes along. My third week working with Marcellus, we had as you've seen, the squat for 639. Now let's go ahead into like day 2. So apparently I was supposed to do conventional, but I ended up doing sumo. So that was just a little bit of miscommunication, but you know, we solved that. But I ended up doing sumo that day, and sumo moved really well. I got 573 for a triple, so that made me feel really good. So it was a good high there, and then I did my back offs and some accessory work. Now, I will say going into Wednesday, with my Wednesday's my rest day. What's up, fam?
What's good, y'all? Hold on. I'm on YouTube.
Don's like, welcome back to the channel, guys.
What's up, y'all? You
Welcome
feel me? So, you know, this is my channel now. Hold on, bro. Let me see that thing. What's up, y'all? It's me.
So I am currently in Cameron, North Carolina. This is Gains Train Nutrition. So I'm out here with Dom, Becca, potentially Quinn, my client, if he comes out. I'm not sure. I didn't tell him I was coming down. I told him I wasn't, but I just popped up today. I don't have to work out today. I'm just going to do a little bit of conditioning. I may do some accessory work that I wasn't able to get done earlier in the week. We'll see how that goes. And outside of that, though, I'm just kind of here to hang out, chill, vibe. I may hang out with Dom afterwards as well, too. But also, it's an awesome gym. I love being here. But like I said, I'm just going to do some conditioning, maybe about 30 minutes. They walk on an incline, and that's really about it. May take some pictures and try to get a little better with vlogging, as well as pictures with my lenses. So that's something that I've been working on for a while. It's so funny because I looked at Jamal's last video, JamaRR. I looked at his last video, and he was talking about how he's still recording from his iPhone. He wants to get better at learning how to use his camera and his lenses and stuff. That's actually something that I've been working on day to day, but I'm slightly getting better at it. Now I'm using one of my portrait lenses to constantly take pictures for my Instagram so that they look better, but I've just learned out how to use it and then format the picture to fit Instagram. As you will see in this next picture, I'll show you.
It's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
But outside of that, man, we can get to it. I may just take some footage for today. Today's Wednesday. Outside of that, nothing really crazy going on here, man. Just out here hanging out with some peeps.
Back on the program right now, first week, so we always kind of take it easy before we go balls to the wall, which is usually on Saturdays. But for the most part, we got my man in the back. If y'all can't see him, hey, the pancake got hold. What's that shit called?
Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Don't let my heart turn cold. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Don't let my heart turn cold. Have mercy on many men.
So going into Thursday for SSB and close grip bench. So my close grip felt really great. I went up about 12 pounds from last week and it moved faster. So I did 352 for a set of 5 at an RP of 8, and I think that was perfect. I'm very proud of how my close grip is moving. So I'm just saying a great carryover from my close grip bench. But I ended up doing SSB, so I did like a 1x6 at 440, and honestly it didn't move that well.
Man, this is some bullshit. Boo this man.
Like I want to say so much right now, but anyway, so let me just go ahead and finish this workout. So I did SSB for a 1x6 at 7 at 440. It didn't move that great. Then I had back offs at 2x8. And I dropped off more than I was recommended to drop off, just because my back wasn't feeling that well. I did my first set and I just felt way too much loss of tension and not enough stability. So my SSBs just weren't moving that well. So I just scrapped it for the day. So I did 1x8 and just ended it there. I did a little bit of the back off work. So we're going to stop right there and just kind of get into that. So basically back in 2017, this is when I started my YouTube channel. This is when I started my first series. I think it was the Dark Horse series, working my way up to my first ride nationals in 2018. And I ended up injuring myself doing a touch and go sumo deadlift. And it like the bar just kind of like whipped on one side and then the other. And I'll go ahead and just post a clip of that here so you guys can see it. And like from that moment, like my back has been out of whack. So you guys can go back and watch those videos. They're not that great, but if you want to go back and kind of like follow along with how that process has been, I've been dealing with that injury for a while. It's just a chronic injury. I've had chronic back injuries from football and neck injuries from football that I'm still dealing with today. That was back in 2012. But I do the best I can to alleviate all that pain and stress by doing mobility, warming up before each workout properly. I do everything I can in my power to make sure that I am performing the best that I can. So a part of that is recovery, right? And also like about once or twice a month, I'll go see my chiro and also a massage therapist as well too, here and there, just dependent. I haven't seen a massage therapist in quite some time. And we work on more movement, mobility, soft tissue work and things like that to make sure that I am like, I like to say it's kind of like taking your car into the shop every blue moon just to fine tune and work on some things. And for me, that's what it does. It's not a permanent solution. It is a temporary fix to keep you going. You got to do the work outside of that consistently to make sure that your body's functioning well. So I went, and I'll show you a clip of that as well too, so you guys can see a little bit here and there of what we do. We do cupping, sometimes scraping, but a lot of like, again, soft tissue work and some movement stuff. So you guys will see a clip of that. And so after that, I felt a little bit better. Marcellus also gave me some really great exercises. I think out of the few he gave me, there was maybe 3 of them that I hadn't used before for my QL. So I would say my QL injury was severe. My QL just flares up every blue moon. But Marcellus gave me some really great corrective exercises and some mobility movements that I could do. So I've been doing those every morning and night. The ones that I hadn't been doing before, I do those, and yeah, it's been working out pretty well. It's not like the first day I'm gonna feel absolutely amazing. That's not true. It's just not how it works. It's consistency over time. Where are we at now? So we go into Friday. Man, so this week has just been like a really off week for me. So we go into Friday, and I did not realize Spider AC units were out. And it just made sense. Like the fans were on, but I was just like really hot and sweaty, and it was very humid. And I was just like, man, it's just something doesn't feel right. And I didn't think nothing about it. You know, I don't mind sweating. So it's my dryer. We go in. I'm starting to deadlift. It's a sumo day. So my secondary deadlift day is a sumo day. But again, I did sumos earlier that week, but it was just like, just proceed with the program as normal. So I did sumos that day, and as I got to my top set, I've chalked up my hands and everything. I got prepared like normal, so I'm doing the movement, and I feel like it's going pretty well. As I get to my last rep, the bar is like sliding down my hand. And I think nothing of it. I'm like, oh man, I'm losing. Like, I don't have grip issues. I've never had grip issues ever. So I'm like, oh man, I'm having grip issues right now. Like, what's going on? So the bar's sliding down my hand, but I keep holding it. And I finish the movement. I finish the lockout. And lo and behold, once I get done with the rep, I like drop the weight, and I just like walk off like, what the fuck just happened? Like, that never happens to me. And I look at my hand, and like, completely ripped off my callus. Like, I was like, oh shit, I was like, dang, that's never happened to me before. So I don't know what that's like. I never really use straps. It's rare that I do, but I had to, for my last set of deadlifts, I had to finish it. I personally would like to think that I have really strong hands. Like, I never use straps, and if I have, it's been like maybe once over the course of months. I don't really know. So I don't really use straps. I always just use my hands. And I just think I have really strong hands, and my calluses have held up pretty well. So over the past 3 years, three and a half years, I've never ripped my hands deadlifting. I may have like ripped a callus slightly, but not this severe. At this upcoming week, I'm probably just gonna deadlift with straps. Just cause, but it's good. It's a good thing that I have straps, just in case for situations like this. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, it was an okay day. Oh no, I didn't finish the last rep. I didn't lock it out completely. See, I said 4.5 reps. Let's go on to Saturday. So I'm not a big Larson press guy. It's just not my thing. But I've been doing them because they are programmed, and I like them. I don't mind them. It's just not my thing. But my Larson presses have gotten better over the course of the past 3 weeks. And that showed this Saturday. So I have footage from this Saturday, so I can just show you guys how it went. I did 275, and they were just moving really well. I actually have hanging leg raises, but the video, the footage I have earlier this week, you guys aren't going to see, and hopefully you can hear me because my mic's not on. But I'm gonna have to put on straps because I ripped my hands deadlifting because it's so humid here, and our AC units are off. The ACs are off, and as you can see, got one here, one over there. But so they're off, and like my callus just rips completely off, so it's very painful right now. I've never ripped a callus before, so I'm gonna put on my straps in, just get some leg raises in, working my core, body under construction. So I'm like hiding it right now, so y'all don't see it, but you see it, you won't see it, you know what I'm saying?
How does it feel?
The close grip bench and the Larson presses, all those are carrying over to my comp benches, and I can see it just because my comp bench is moving really well lately. So that makes me happy. I had a unique week, in my opinion, kind of uneventful after Monday, but that's not to overshadow the progress I'm making, and that's a big part of it, is making sure that you are tracking and seeing the progress you're making. And also, like, I believe I'm staying very, very true to my RPEs. Sometimes I feel like I'm undershooting. So this week is going to be a challenging week coming up. So this is the 4th week of the block and the final week of this block specifically. And I have a RPE of 8.5 to 9 for triples Monday. So I'm looking forward to that. In my head right now, not being stuck on the number, I'm feeling like that's going to be anywhere between 655 to 672 pounds for a hard triple at RP 8.5 to 9. So I'm looking forward to that, and also the same with bench. So I'm thinking about going in Monday and doing 385 for a triple. That'll be a PR for me, I believe, especially at the rate that I've been performing it. The movements have just been really well. So I'm excited for that. I can't wait to see how this happens. Oh shit, Monday's tomorrow. Today's Sunday. Today is Sunday, so Monday's tomorrow, so that's happening tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to this. Like, training's been really well. My body's been able to recover really well. The program is just uniquely designed for me, and I love it because my recovery is just doing well. Like, in the middle of the week, going from my rest day Wednesday to Thursday is sometimes a little rough, but those are just specifically those days. Like, I know my Thursdays aren't always like my strongest day, and that's fine. My Monday's is my strongest day, and I love it. So we're gonna keep that ball rolling there. So with Royster Fitness, with everything that's going on, there's a lot of like stuff that's not coming in as fast as I hoped it would. I mean, that's totally fine. You know, you roll with the punches. So I did order 2 shirt items for the fellas. I say fellas specifically because I have the crop tees for the ladies, but the shirts are unisex. So if the ladies want to buy the shirts, they're fine. So I have 2 designs coming in, and whenever they come in, I'll show you guys that. I'm looking forward to those. So just kind of listening to some feedback. I don't let a lot of the feedback kind of like change the direction I'm headed with my apparel and what I want to do, but I do listen. The shirts won't get here for another couple of weeks. It's just kind of the way things are happening right now. And if things are still going at the rate that they are, we may not do the hoodies that I promised you guys were coming in. So I really want that to happen. And if it doesn't happen, we may just drop that like maybe a month after this drop coming up. We may just drop it in the winter. I don't know the time frame. Right now I'm just fucking guessing, just because I want to make sure we can get some good stuff out to you guys, but I also don't want to rush the process and getting things here and not being quality. That's what I want to give you guys, and the designs are dope. I'm excited to like showcase them for you all. So just waiting for everything at the moment right now. Like, everything is a waiting game, and I need to make sure that I stay on top of my game and do more while I'm waiting. So right now it's just been waiting. So this week I felt like I've just been kind of like more relaxed than anything, and I hate that feeling. I've been kind of restless as well too. So my overall goal is to continue to like work on a lot of like small things in the background that you don't ever see, so that I can build myself up and set myself up for success later on in the later in the year, and later in the following year as well too. So, and that starts here, that starts now, and I got to make sure that I'm doing what I can now to set myself up to be in the best possible position next year. So that's something to think about, especially in your day-to-day lives. You know, what are you doing, and what more can you do? It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take it easy. But I just want to sit here and remind you guys that nothing comes without hard work, you know. So you got to work hard for whatever it is that you want. And that's what I feel like I've been doing my entire life. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. This week has been interesting for me because I really feel like I've kind of dropped the ball on working harder than I've been working. And I say that, but I also work hard regardless, but I just feel like I need to work harder. So it's also having that standard for yourself to continuously propel yourself forward. So that's something that I take pride in, and just kind of like opening up with you guys, feeling like I kind of like let myself down this week by not working harder than I usually do. So we're gonna get back on that. You know what I mean? Like, that's never gonna stop. In the gym, I mean, yeah, we go hard, but at home, it's definitely something that I really try to push. As you can see, like, I'm in my office. I got an office in my own apartment. That's really cool and crazy. But so that's something I'm really gonna push this week. I got a lot of things I'm working on, just like a lot of future stuff happening, but I need to make sure that I am doing everything I can now to set myself up. But as always, guys, I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe. Hey, let a friend know about me, you know what I mean? Show them the dope food videos that I do. And if there's something you like to see, something you want to know more of, just drop a comment below and we can just kind of discuss it and go forward. And maybe I'll do a video on something that you requested. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching.
Grinding, I get it, stacking, I spin it, you know the routine, popping the tags, getting the bags, you know the routine.